Enabling a better tomorrow. Leverage. Leverage, there's actually two elements within the strategy segment. One of them has to do with assumptions, which is the same assumptions that was in the situations element. And I'm not going to cover it a second time. If you look at the enabling a better tomorrow map, you'll see that the assumptions element is linked into strategy, and you can just go ahead and watch the video again if you feel a need to. It's appropriate to remember that the assumptions piece is something that should be considered all throughout the steps. I just put it in the beginning and in the strategy segment as a reminder. So, but the piece that I want to talk about here is leverage. The strategy that is developed is a set of approaches for altering the network of interactions that are responsible for the pattern of behavior. And in the current situation, what you want to do is alter that network of interactions so it creates a different set of patterns of behavior and ends up creating the ideal situation that you're looking to bring into being. Now there's a marvelous paper written by Donella Meadows, and there's a link to it in the map in the leverage component, and it talks about 12 different ways that one can alter the way that the elements in a network of interactions interact. And I'm going to walk through them in a sort of an overview kind of detail. I recommend that you read the paper, and as soon as I get a chance, I will do an individual video on each of the 12 different approaches for creating leverage, because I think each one of them, one benefits from seeing the particular type of alteration done explicitly within a network of interactions. But and these vary from, they're numbered from 12 down to 1. As you progress from 12 down to 1, 1 will have the greatest impact on the behavior of the network of interactions. So you can simply alter parameters within the model, which are reference points used for different things. And they're not, it's the easiest thing to do, though unlikely to have a lasting effect on the nature of the interaction of the structure. You can add or change the size of buffers in the system to provide stabilization, the way a dam provides stability in terms of water flow in a river. You can add or remove stocks and flows the way that they connect together to actually alter the nature of the interactions. If there are oscillations in the system, you can look and identify delays and attempt to reduce the difference between the time frame of the interaction and the time the time that it takes to realize those changes. When changes happen far more rapid than you're aware of them and able to respond to them, you respond late, and the system tends to oscillate back and forth. If there are certain places where things are moving too fast, you can add balancing feedback to slow processes down. Where things are not happening fast enough, you can add reinforcing feedback to speed up the process. In certain places, you can add information flows where they don't exist so that other aspects of the interactions can be aware of things that can help them understand what to do when, information feedback that's not currently there. You can change the manner in which the structure operates by altering the rules under which it operates. You can evolve the structure itself so that there are different connections within the structure, more that will accomplish the kinds of things that you want it to accomplish that aren't there at the moment. You can alter the goal of the system so that it it has new targets that it's attempting to accomplish that weren't there before. You can change the mind of the system. You can change the paradigm under which the system operates. Or you can transcend paradigms so that it isn't a particular approach or a particular paradigm under which the system is operating. When you get down to these last two, it begins to get fuzzier and fuzzier. An example might be you take a customer support organization. The customer support organization believes that they are, in fact, responsible for providing support to the customer. And if you talk with the support organization about altering the manner in which they operate so that their customers could get on-demand support on their own, that doing that might be completely contrary to the mind of the system, because the support organization believes that they are responsible for delivering support to the customer. So, I mean, hopefully this gives you a sense of why I said it's appropriate for me to do an individual video on each one of these dimensions to provide some explicit examples to give you a sense of what they imply in terms of how you would alter the set of interactions in an explicit nature, because from a broad overview, it's difficult to connect with them. And in terms of transcend paradigms, every time I think I got an understanding of this, it sort of escapes me. So I'll continue to work on this one. Though the understanding is, what Meadows points out is that as you progress through the sequence, it is, when you get down to 2 and 1, they have the greatest impact or the greatest potential to really have a transformative effect on the nature of the interactions. So I hope this has been, as I said, there's a link to her paper in the network. I recommend reading it. It's a marvelous paper. And I'll see you in a few more videos relatively soon. Bye.